Okay, so let's talk. You've been scrolling through Instagram, right? You've seen the same old pictures of Paris, the usual beaches of Thailand, and maybe even a few shots of London's Big Ben. And you're thinking, where can I go that's new? Something different, something epic, but also something that won't make my bank account cry. I get it. The struggle is real, you guys. But what if I told you there's a place that's got stunning mountains, super cool cities, and a vibe that's totally unique? All for less than what you'd spend on a new phone? Yes, I am talking about Kazakhstan. I know. It might not be the first name that pops into your head, but trust me, it's a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. Forget everything you think you know. Kazakhstan is this massive, beautiful country that's like a perfect mix of Europe and Asia. One minute you're walking down a wide, tree-lined avenue that feels like it could be in Vienna, and the next you're eating the most delicious, hearty food that reminds you of home. It's got landscapes that will literally make your jaw drop. Think turquoise lakes cradled by snow-capped peaks and canyons so grand they call them the Grand Canyon of Central Asia. It's an adventure that feels so far away and exotic, yet it's surprisingly close and incredibly affordable for us Indian travelers. This is not your regular vacation. It's a story you'll be telling for years. So, why am I so hyped about this place? Because it's the perfect destination for a first-time solo traveler, a group of friends looking for a budget adventure, or literally anyone who wants to see something new without breaking the bank. Imagine a 5-day trip packed with amazing experiences, all under 50,000 rupees. Sounds too good to be true? Well, it's not. I've done the research, I've mapped it all out, and I'm here to show you exactly how you can do it. We're going to plan this trip together, making it fun and colorful, so you feel super prepared and excited. It's time to step out of the ordinary and into the extraordinary. Let's get our planning diaries out. Or, a blank piece of paper. Let's make this fun. We're going to use bright colors and maybe even some cute icons. Think of it as a scrapbook for your future adventure. Let's use a star for must-do, a money bag for money-saving tip, and a yummy face for must-eat food. This way, our plan won't just be a boring list of things to do. It will be a vibrant, exciting roadmap to one of the best trips of your life. Get your colorful pens ready, maybe some stickers if you're feeling fancy, and let's dive into planning an unforgettable journey to the heart of Central Asia. Kazakhstan is calling, and you must go. All right, before we even dream about those gorgeous mountains, we need to talk money. The big 50,000 rupees question, how do we make it happen? It's all about smart planning, my friend. The biggest chunk of your budget will usually go to flights, so this is where we need to be clever. Money-saving tip. Start looking for flights at least 2 to 3 months in advance. Use websites like Skyscanner or Google Flights and set up price alerts. Be flexible with your dates if you can. Flying midweek is often cheaper than on weekends. Look for airlines like Indigo or Air Astana, which often have direct or one-stop flights from Delhi to Almaty, the city we're going to explore. A good return flight can be snagged for around 20,000 to 25,000 rupees if you book smart. Next up, where you're going to stay. Hotels can be expensive, but who needs a fancy hotel when you're out exploring all day? Money-saving tip hostels are your best friend in Kazakhstan. They are clean, safe, and super affordable. A bed in a good hostel in Almaty can cost as little as 800 to 1200 rupees per night. This is also the best way to meet other travelers from all over the world. Check out sites like Hostelworld or Booking.com and read the reviews. Look for places with free Wi-Fi, a kitchen, so you can cook some meals and save money, and a good central location. For a 4-night stay, you're looking at roughly 4,000 to 5,000 rupees. See? The budget is already looking good. Now for the visa and money stuff. As of my last check, Indian passport holders can enjoy a 14-day visa-free stay in Kazakhstan, which is amazing. This saves you both money and the headache of visa applications. Always double-check the latest visa policies before you book anything, just to be safe. When it comes to money, carry some US dollars with you and exchange them for the local currency, the Kazakhstani tenge, once you land at the airport or in the city. Money-saving tip. Avoid exchanging all your money at the airport. The rates are usually better in the city. Also, inform your bank that you'll be traveling so you can use your debit or credit card for some payments without it getting blocked. Finally, let's talk about packing and planning. Make a list, a fun one. My Kazakhstan checklist. Clothes layers are key. T-shirts, a warm jacket, a raincoat just in case, and comfortable walking shoes. Seriously, comfortable shoes, meds, your personal first aid kit with basics like band-aids, painkillers, and any personal medication. Electronics, universal adapter, power bank, your phone will be your camera, map, and best friend. And your phone charger. Documents, passport, flight tickets, hostel bookings, and a digital copy of everything on your phone or cloud. Snacks, a few energy bars or snacks from home for those long bus rides or when you're just feeling peckish. This pre-trip hustle is the most important part. Get this right, and your trip will be smooth, stress-free, and perfectly on budget. You've landed. Welcome to Almaty. Take a deep breath of that fresh, crisp air. It's different, isn't it? The first thing you'll notice is the stunning backdrop of the Tian Shan Mountains watching over the city. It's like a painting. From the airport, money-saving tips skip the expensive airport taxis. Instead, use a ride-hailing app like Yandex Go. It's like their Uber. Or find the public bus that goes into the city center. It's way cheaper and gives you your first taste of local life. Check into your hostel, drop your bags, and maybe freshen up a bit. The adventure starts now. Your first mission is to just walk around and soak in the vibe of the city. Almaty is super green with parks and fountains everywhere. For the afternoon, let's do something truly iconic. Must do head to Panfilov Park. This beautiful park is home to the stunning Zenkov Cathedral, a wooden cathedral built entirely without nails. The colors are incredible, and it's a perfect spot for some amazing pictures. It's a peaceful place right in the heart of the city. You can just sit on a bench, watch people go by, and feel the history around you. Nearby, you'll also find the Memorial of Glory and Eternal Flame, a powerful tribute to soldiers. It's a great way to understand a little bit about the country's past and its resilient spirit. The park is free to enter, so it's perfect for our budget. As evening approaches, it's time to head up. We're going to Koktobay Hill. You can take a cable car ride up, which offers the most breathtaking views of Almaty as the sun begins to set and the city lights start to twinkle. The cable car ride itself is an experience. Must do. Once you're at the top, just find a spot and watch the city transform. There's a small amusement park, some souvenir shops, and even a statue of the Beatles. Random, I know, but cool. The view from here is what you see on all the postcards. It's that moment where you think, wow, I'm really here. It's pure magic and totally worth the small cost of the cable car ticket. For dinner, let's dive into the local food scene. Must-eat food? Find a local cafe or a small restaurant and order your first taste of Kazakh cuisine. A great starting point is a warm, hearty bowl of lagman. It's a delicious noodle soup with meat and vegetables, and it's incredibly comforting after a long day of travel. It's flavorful, filling, and very affordable. You can also try some samsa, which are baked pastries filled with meat or pumpkin. Similar to our samosas, but baked. It's the perfect way to end your first amazing day in Kazakhstan. You've navigated the city, seen some incredible sights, and had some delicious food. Day 1 conquered. Get ready, because today is the day we leave the city behind and venture into Kazakhstan's spectacular nature. Almaty's biggest advantage is that some of the most stunning landscapes are just a day trip away. We're going to visit Big Almaty Lake. Must do. This is that picture-perfect, turquoise-colored mountain lake you've seen in all the pictures. The color of the water changes depending on the season, from a light green to a deep turquoise blue. It's surrounded by majestic snow-dusted peaks, making it look like a scene from a fairy tale. The air is so fresh and clean up here, it feels like a complete reset for your soul. It's a place that makes you feel tiny in the best way possible. Now, how do we get there on a budget? Money-saving tip. Instead of booking an expensive private tour, look for shared taxis or a marshrutka, which is a shared minibus, heading towards the mountains. A more reliable option is to book a seat on a group tour. Many local tour operators or even your hostel can help you find a day tour that covers multiple natural attractions for a reasonable price, often including places like Charin Canyon. Sharing the cost with other travelers makes it super affordable. Pack some water and snacks for the journey, as the options can be limited and pricey once you're up in the mountains. This is where those snacks from home come in handy. Our adventure doesn't stop at the lake. Many day tours combine a visit to Big Almaty Lake with a trip to Charin Canyon. This place is often called the Grand Canyon's little brother, and for good reason. Must do spend a few hours hiking through the Valley of Castles. The rock formations are absolutely mind-blowing, carved by wind and water over millions of years. They look like ancient castles, towers, and strange creatures. You can walk down into the canyon and follow the path along the Charon River. Every corner you turn reveals a new incredible view. It's a photographer's dream and an adventurer's playground. Make sure your phone is fully charged because you won't be able to stop taking pictures. After a long day of hiking and being completely mesmerized by nature, it's time to head back to Almaty. You'll be tired, but in the best way possible. For dinner, let's try something traditional and celebratory. Must-eat food. You have to try besh barmak. It's considered the national dish of Kazakhstan. It traditionally consists of finely chopped boiled meat mixed with noodles and is often served on a large platter for sharing. While you might not eat it in the most traditional setting, many restaurants in Almaty serve a modern version of it. It's a dish that represents hospitality and community. It's the perfect hearty meal to refuel your body and spirit after a day of unforgettable natural beauty. After yesterday's epic nature trip, let's spend today diving deep into the culture and daily life of Almaty. Today is all about exploring the city's vibrant heart. And there's no better place to start than the Green Bazaar. This is not just a market, it's a sensory explosion. It's a massive, bustling indoor market where locals have been shopping for generations. You'll find everything here: fresh fruits, vegetables, mountains of nuts and dried fruits, different kinds of cheese, and a huge meat and horse sausage section, which is a local delicacy. It's loud, it's chaotic, and it's absolutely wonderful. It's the perfect place to see everyday life unfold. While you're at the Green Bazaar, this is your chance to snack like a local and save some money on lunch. The food stalls and small cafes inside and around the bazaar offer some of the most authentic and cheapest food in the city. Try some kurt, which are small hard balls of dried salty cheese. It's an acquired taste, but it's a true Central Asian snack. Also, be sure to sample some of the fresh juices and buy some nuts or dried apricots to carry with you. You can assemble a delicious and cheap lunch just by buying some fresh bread, or naan, some local cheese, and maybe some samsa from a vendor. It's a fun and delicious way to experience the local flavors. In the afternoon, let's get our history nerd on. We'll take a walk down some of Almaty's most interesting streets. Start at Panfilov Street, which is a lovely pedestrian street with cafes, fountains, and benches. It's a great place for people watching. Then, make your way to the Central State Museum of Kazakhstan. Even if you're not a huge museum person, this one is worth a visit to understand the vast history of this country, from ancient times to the nomadic era, all the way to modern Kazakhstan. The exhibits are fascinating, and you'll leave with a much deeper appreciation for the culture. The entrance fee is very small, making it a perfect budget-friendly cultural activity. As the day winds down, let's do something relaxing. Head to the Ebe Opera House. You don't necessarily have to watch a show, though tickets can be surprisingly affordable if you book in advance. But the building itself is a beautiful piece of architecture. Just seeing it from the outside is impressive. For dinner, let's keep it simple and delicious. Find a cozy cafe and order plov. It's a popular dish all over Central Asia, a flavorful rice pilaf cooked with meat, usually lamb or beef, carrots, onions, and spices. It's a one-pot wonder that is both comforting and incredibly tasty. It's a dish that feels like a warm hug, a perfect end to a day spent exploring the soul of Almaty. Today is your free day. This is the beauty of a well-planned trip. You have a day to do whatever your heart desires. No strict itineraries, no rushing around. It's a day to be spontaneous. Maybe you fell in love with a particular part of the city and want to go back. Perhaps you met some cool people at your hostel and want to explore with them. Or maybe you just want to sleep in, find a cute cafe, and read a book. This day is all about you. You can use this day to explore some of the things you might have missed, or to dive deeper into something you really enjoyed. If you're feeling adventurous, here's an idea. Take a trip to Medeu, the world's highest altitude ice skating rink. Even if it's not winter and the rink isn't frozen, the area is beautiful. It's nestled in a mountain valley, just a short bus ride from Almaty. The bus ride itself is scenic and super cheap. Here's a little money-saving tip: take public bus number 12 from a stop opposite the Hotel Kazakhstan. It's a direct and very affordable way to get to Medeu. From Medeu, you can take another cable car up to Shimbulak Ski Resort. The views from here are absolutely spectacular, and you can go for a short hike on one of the trails. It's a great way to get another dose of those glorious mountains. If you're more in the mood for some city exploration and shopping, today is perfect for that. You can explore Arbat Street, another lively pedestrian street filled with street artists, musicians, souvenir shops, and modern stores. It's a great place to pick up some souvenirs for your family and friends back home. Look for small, locally made crafts, felt products, or maybe a miniature yurt. And another money-saving tip: don't be afraid to bargain a little at the souvenir stalls, but always do it with a smile. For lunch, you can grab a doner kebab, which is a popular, quick and cheap street food option that you'll find everywhere. For a relaxing afternoon, you could visit one of Almaty's many beautiful parks, like the First President's Park, which is huge and beautifully landscaped. Or, if you're a coffee lover, you can go cafe hopping. Almaty has a surprisingly cool coffee scene with lots of trendy independent cafes. It's a great way to just chill and watch the world go by. For your last dinner in Almaty, why not treat yourself a little? Find a nice restaurant and try kazi, a traditional horse meat sausage. It might sound unusual, but it's a celebrated delicacy in Kazakhstan. If you're not that adventurous, you can always have another bowl of your favorite lagman or try some delicious Kazakh manti, which are dumplings. And just like that, it's our last day in Kazakhstan. It's always a bittersweet feeling, isn't it? You're excited to go home and share all your stories, but sad to leave this beautiful place behind. Depending on your flight schedule, you might have a few hours in the morning to squeeze in one last bit of adventure. This is the perfect time to do some last-minute souvenir shopping or revisit a favorite spot. Maybe you want one last walk through Panfilov Park or want to grab a coffee from that cute cafe you discovered. Don't rush, just enjoy the last few moments. Use the morning to pack your bags and make sure you have everything. Double-check your flight details. This is also a good time to reflect on your trip. Look through your photos, think about your favorite moments, and maybe write down a few thoughts in your travel journal. What was the most surprising thing about Kazakhstan? What was the best food you ate? What new friends did you make? These little memories are the real souvenirs you'll take back with you. They don't cost anything, but they are absolutely priceless. It's a good practice to do this at the end of every trip. For your last meal, let's make it count. Head back to the Green Bazaar one last time. Why? Because it's the best place to feel the city's pulse and grab a final, authentic and cheap meal. Find a small eatery and order a plate of manti. These are large steamed dumplings, usually filled with spiced meat or pumpkin, and served with a dollop of sour cream or a vinegar-based sauce. They are incredibly delicious and a perfect farewell meal. While you're there, you can also buy some local chocolates or honey to take back home as gifts. It's a sweet way to remember your trip. Finally, it's time to head to the airport. Again, here's a money-saving tip. Use the Yandex Go app or a public bus to get to the airport. It will be much cheaper than a regular taxi. Make sure you leave for the airport with plenty of time to spare. As you sit on the plane, ready to take off, look out the window at the mountains one last time. You did it! You explored a new country, you stuck to your budget, and you created memories that will last a lifetime. You came, you saw, and you conquered Kazakhstan. And you did it all for under 50,000 rupees. How amazing is that? Okay, let's have a real talk, just us girls. The biggest question that often pops up when we think about traveling solo, especially to a place that's not on the usual tourist trail, is it safe? And when it comes to Kazakhstan, I am so happy to report that the answer is a big, resounding yes. I know the "stan" suffix can sometimes sound a bit intimidating, but you need to leave those preconceptions at home. Almaty in particular is a modern, progressive, and surprisingly safe city for women travelers. Of course, like anywhere else in the world, you need to be smart and aware of your surroundings, but the overall vibe is very welcoming and respectful. People in Kazakhstan are generally very warm, hospitable, and often curious about tourists. Don't be surprised if people approach you to ask where you're from. Most of the time, it comes from a place of genuine friendliness. In Almaty, you'll see many women out and about day and night, just living their lives. The city is well lit, and public transport feels safe to use. I found that people were more than willing to help if I looked lost or needed directions, even with the language barrier. A smile and some hand gestures go a long, long way. You'll feel a sense of security that allows you to relax and truly enjoy your adventure. Here are a few practical tips to make you feel even more secure. First, dress modestly. While Almaty is quite modern, it's always a good idea to dress a little conservatively, especially when visiting religious sites. Think long pants or skirts and tops that cover your shoulders. It's more about respecting the local culture than a strict dress code. Next, stay connected. Get a local SIM card at the airport. They are cheap and will give you access to data, so you can use maps and stay in touch with your family and friends back home. And of course, trust your gut. This is the golden rule of solo travel, no matter where you are. If a situation feels off, it probably is. Just remove yourself from it. Also, share your itinerary. Let a friend or family member know your basic plan for the day. Choosing the right accommodation is also key. This is another reason why I love hostels for solo female travelers. Here's a money-saving tip and safety tip. Many hostels have female-only dorms, which can provide an extra layer of comfort if you're a bit nervous. Plus, staying in a hostel means you're instantly connected to a community of fellow travelers. You can team up with other people for day trips, which is not only safer, but also more fun and cost-effective. You are never truly alone when you stay in a hostel, unless you want to be. So please, don't let safety concerns hold you back from discovering this incredible country. You've got this. So, there you have it. A complete, jam-packed, super awesome 5-day itinerary for Kazakhstan, all for under 50,000 rupees. It sounds crazy, but it's totally doable, right? We've covered everything from scoring cheap flights and cozy hostels to navigating the city like a pro. We've talked about gazing at turquoise lakes, hiking through magnificent canyons, getting lost in bustling bazaars, and eating some of the most delicious and hearty food you can imagine. We even made our planning process fun with colors and cute icons. This isn't just a trip. It's an experience that will push you, inspire you, and fill your soul with joy. Travel is not just about ticking places off a list. It's about the stories you collect, the people you meet, and the person you become along the way. A trip to a place like Kazakhstan teaches you so much. It teaches you to be independent, to be resourceful, and to find joy in the little things, like successfully ordering food using hand gestures or sharing a laugh with a stranger. It shows you that the world is so much bigger and more beautiful than you could ever imagine. And doing it on a budget makes the experience even more rewarding. It proves that you don't need to be rich to have rich experiences. I really believe that Kazakhstan is one of the best-kept secrets in the travel world, especially for us Indians. It offers that perfect blend of adventure, culture, and affordability. It's a place where you can see landscapes that rival those in Switzerland or Canada, but at a fraction of the cost. It's safe, it's welcoming, and it's just waiting for you to explore it. So what are you waiting for? Stop dreaming about that someday trip. Start planning, start saving, and make it happen. Your epic Kazakhstan adventure is just a flight away. Don't let fear or excuses hold you back. Traveling solo, especially as a woman, can feel daunting, but it is also one of the most empowering things you will ever do. It builds confidence like nothing else. Start with a place like Kazakhstan, which is the perfect stepping stone into the world of international travel. Go out there, make mistakes, get lost, try new things, and come back with a phone full of pictures and a heart full of memories. Trust me, the only trip you'll ever regret is the one you didn't take. So pack your bags, grab your sense of adventure, and go see the world. Kazakhstan is waiting.